Welcome to the first episode of Top Deck Throwdown, where our top decks faced off to see who is the best of that week. Today's decks are Mega Abomasnow EX versus Mega Gardevoir EX. If you want to see the videos on these deck lists, we will link them below for you in our top deck series. But the main attacks being showcased here for Mega Abomasnow, Hammer Lynch, discard the top 6 cards of your deck. This stack does 100 damage for each basic water energy you find in this way, and discard. And Frost Barrier for 200 damage. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. And for Mega Gardevoir EX, we have Overflowing Wishes, which is put a Psychic Energy from your deck onto each of your bench Psychic Pokemon. And Mega Symphonia, 50 damage for each basic Psychic Energy attached to all of your Pokemon in play. So, let's see which one of these decks wins today. Today's games will be a best of 3, with the winner being crowned at the end. Let's see who can win Mega Abomasnow versus Mega Gardevoir. Here we go into game 1.
Starting with a coin flip, I'm going to go tails. And I got tails, so I'm going to go second. And this is our starting hands. Alright, start this Pokemon. We're gonna put our prize cards down. Alright, and I decided to go second, so you go first.
Alright. Leading Kyogre versus Klefki. I was hoping I'd get Cinderace, as that's my main lead Pokemon, but we'll start with Kyogre and see how this goes. First turn. Touch 1 energy to Kyogre. And pass.
Alright, draw my first turn. Alright. I'm going to start into Mystery Garden, and then I'm going to Lily's Determination. Shuffle your hand into your deck, and then draw 6 cards. However, since I have 6 prize cards left, I will draw 8. And you can cut or tap that. And I draw my 8. Now we'll get Earthen Vessel, get rid of the Psychic Energy. Alright, and I will get these 2 Psychic Energy with that Earthen Vessel. You can cut or tap that.
We'll tap.
And I'll put these in my hands, and then I will attach to Klefki, and I will do Joust for 10.
Alright. Back with me. Start with touching the TM Turbo Energize and pop the Arvin. Search for an item and a tool of my choice. And we'll grab Precious Trolley. And we'll grab the Rigid Band. And while we're here, I will go ahead and use the Precious Trolley to go ahead and grab as many basics as I'd like from my bench, which is essentially just setting up my Kyogres and my Snovers. We'll grab Kyogre, Snover, Snover. And looks like a Snover was prized, so you rock in with just those guys this game. And we'll be going back in the deck by using TM Turbo Energize to go get 2 waters out of the deck.
Alright, and now I'll start my turn. Draw for turn.
And you can cut or tap that if you like.
I will cut. Alright, so we did draw this, so I will... I'll attach return, and then I will use Lily's Determination. Alright, you can cut or tap that.
Cut it this time.
Alright, and I will draw my 8 cards. And I will put this down and this and this. I will use Ultra Ball to get rid of Mystery Garden and Iona. And I will get a Curlia. You can cut or tap that.
Tap.
Alright, and for this I will retreat for 1, and I will pull up my Curlia so that I can do Call Sign for 3 Pokemon. And I will do that right now. Alright, and since one of the Curlias is prized, I will just get 1, and I will get a Mega Gardevoir and a Monkey Dory.
Alright, and I'll start my turn with that. Start off by going for Ultra Ball, get rid of Explorer's Guidance, and a Water Energy. We'll grab a Mega Abomasnow out of the deck, while also deck checking at the same time, see what I have left. And you can cut or tap this.
And I will cut, and you can tap mine as well.
Tap that. And then we'll go for the Explorer's Guidance, top 6, put 2 into your hand, discard the others. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take the Water Energy, and we will grab out the... We're going to be Ultra Ball with that. And we'll discard these 4. And for this we'll go for Ultra Ball. Get rid of the water, and get rid of Mega Abomasnow. And out of the deck we'll go grab another one. As for this matchup, if I lose 2 Mega Abomasnows, that's the end of the game, so I don't mind flushing one of them. And we'll go for Riptide for, I believe, 80 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 80 damage. I was hoping to get the combo off the guidance there, but could not quite get there.
Alright, draw for turn, and I will use the Earthen Vessel to get, or to discard a Monkey Dory, and I will get those cards.
And that is a free cutter tip.
Alright, and I will cut that, and I will end up getting a double Psychic. Alright, and you can cut or tap that. Alright, put those in my hand, and then I will evolve this Curlia to a Gardevoir EX. And I will evolve this Ralts to a Curlia. And I will use Mystery Garden to discard a Psychic Energy and draw till I have 6, because I have 6 Psychic Pokemon in play. So that's 3 extra cards for me. Alright. And in this situation, since I have 3 Psychic Pokemon, or Psychic Energy in my discard, I will move 2 of them to this Gardevoir EX, putting it at 200 or 120 HP. And I will use Arvin. I will grab a rare candy and a bravery charm. Alright, and you can cut or tap that.
We'll tap that.
And I will attach the bravery charm to the Scream Tail, giving it more HP, so I can attack for higher later down the road. And I will use my rare candy to evolve Ralts into a Mega Gardevoir. Then I will use my attachment for turn to attach to Mega Gardevoir. And I will use Miracle Force for 190 to knock out the Kyogre.
Alright, I'm gonna need some heat off this top deck. Yeah, that was not it. Okay, I'll put Abomasnow down, Rigid Band, Petrol. I don't believe I have a way to get energy, and that might be the game right there. Oh lord. I should just grab out the research, and that sucks. Yeah, I believe if I got Cinderace I'd be in a lot better spot, but that's just how this deck plays sometimes. And from there I really have to pass.
Okay, and I will draw for turn, and I will capitalize on that, and I will... Let's see, what will I do? I think the best play would be to use Miracle Force for 190. Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually get the knock this turn, so I just have to do the most damage as possible in order to secure the KO for the next turn.
Can't wait to read the comments saying, "Oh, you should have done this." Yeah, we're aware. And for this, we'll basically just have to attach the Water Energy to the Mega Abomasnow, put down the other Mega Abomasnow, then rip the research to get rid of the Cinderace, and grab these. Oh boy, grab these 5 and 6 out, or 7, I believe. Yeah, 7. Stadium Bump, get rid of Mystery Garden for Surfing Beach. And did I base attach? I believe I did already. Alright, so now we'll just have to rip the Hammer Lance. And I believe I only need 2 Water Energies to kill. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. 600 damage off the Hammer Lance.
Alright, so safe to say I think my Gardevoir EX is dead. Unfortunately.
If only I got this lucky in real games.
Alright. And for my promotion, I will be promoting Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir EX.
And we'll take on
Draw for turn.
Forgot to do that.
Where did your Surfing Beach go?
I don't know. I might have moved it to the disc. There, just moved it to the discard.
Alright, well, it does not matter because it's going back to the discard because I will putting Lively Stadium down.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Alright, I will put Monkey Dory down and I will rip my research. Alright, and if you guys were wondering, these were my cards that I researched. Alright, that's the discard, and I will be drawing my 7. Alright. I did end up getting Gardevoir EX, so I should be okay this turn. I will attach Monkey Dory, and I will Gardevoir EX. And then I think the best course of action, since I do actually have... Let's see how much energy I have in the discard. Alright. So since I do have 4 energy in the discard, and 5 if I end up retreating the Gardevoir EX, I should be able to hit around the Mega Abomasnow, or I should be able to KO it, depending on the situation. So I just have to figure that out. How much does this have on it?
He's 190 on him right now, so he has 180 HP left.
Okay, so I think...
with Rigid Band, I can see it's technically 210 effectively left.
Okay.
Before any monkey shenanigans.
Alright, so the best course of action here would be to attach an energy to Mega Gardevoir, which would give it 20 damage, and then I will retreat for 2 energy for Mew EX. And then using Mew EX, I will attach 3 energy putting 60 damage on Mew EX. And then I will move 30 damage using Monkey Dory onto Mega Abomasnow EX. And then I will use Genome Hacking to use Frost Barrier attack to KO the Mega Abomasnow.
And during your next turn, you takes 30 less. That with the Lively Stadium, I'll have to hit 3 energies here, basically. Ooh. See what I would like to do here. Alright, this turn, I think I'll just have to go for the Petrel. See what is in the deck, do a bit of thinning here. Interesting. We'll grab the Ultra Ball, and I'm not sure why I'm shuffling it. I haven't fished my card out yet. And we'll Ultra Ball away. We'll get rid of energy number 1, and we'll get rid of the Cinderace. He's not doing anything this game. And from the deck, we'll grab nothing, but that's a bit more thinning, nice to have. And now you may cut or tap this.
The cuts.
I'd really like to be able to use the Kyogre attack here, but I believe I'll have to set that for later. And checking the deck, I should be able to kill with Hammerlanche, but let's swing it. Here we go. I need to hit, I believe, 3 energy. Hammerlanche. 1, 2, 3.
And that's a knock.
4, 5, 6. 500 damage. I've been hitting the big kills. Not really when it matters, but
Alright.
fun to see those numbers at a Mega Abomasnow. And we'll take the 2 prizes.
Alrighty. So I think here I will have to promote the Screamtail. And I will draw for turn. Alright. I think the best course of action here would probably be... Okay, so the problem here is that I have to KO the Mega Abomasnow because the only reason and the only way that I can get 2 prizes is by KOing that, since he has set up his board effectively. So the only way that I can actually do that is by getting enough energies in the discard. So I'm going to have to Ultra Ball away, get 1 energy away, and then I'm going to just rip the Ralts because you don't need it anymore. I'm going to use the Ultra Ball.
And if I may check the discard, if you have 7, that's game. If there's 7 in the discard, that's game. And I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1 off.
Yes.
1 off. Unless I missed one, don't believe so.
And checking the deck one more last time, I do have 2 in the deck, so I'm just going to have to find a way to find them. That should be pretty hard considering I don't think I have any draw engine currently.
Oof, Fez prize, question mark.
I am pretty sure it is. However, I'm not sure. Alright, so actually rechecking, there is one more way that I can win. It is through this card right here. So I'm going to have to find out a way to play that and play around it, considering this is going to be a very hard game. Okay, so going with Drifloon, I should be able to have access to 120 times 3, which is...
It should be 360.
360 damage. Okay. The Drifloon currently has 100 damage or 100 HP on it, and with this Bravery Charm, it now has 150 damage, or 150 HP. So the best way to do this would be to attach the Screamtail, putting 20 on him, and then retreat, putting that back, and then I will put up the Drifloon, which now has 150 HP, and then I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which should be 360 damage?
Yeah, 360 damage.
360 damage. Do you have any tools on your Mega Abomasnow?
No.
Okay, so this should effectively kill it, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I will use the Drifloon to kill the Mega Abomasnow, getting my 3 prizes,
Yep.
and ending the game.
And was my last Cinderace... there was the Snover that was prized.
Alright, good game.
Wraps on game 1. I believe if I had Cinderace, I would have had a better shot. Had a really slow start to the game. If you've seen the top deck, Cinderace is sort of the main setup of this deck with Turbo Flare, ability to kill those little basic Pokemon and get energy on my Pokemon without having to use Turbo Energize. Would have been a big help in that game, as well as to take out some of those little 1-prizers without having to rip the Abomasnows or the Kyogres.
And the best, probably the best card in this deck for this specific thing is Lively Stadium. Now, a lot of people might think this card is pretty bad just because it only adds 30 HP to basics. However, even if you're just running Drifloon, that does add another 30 HP, which is another 90 damage that you can add to Drifloon. Now, you may have to use Monkey Doors, you may have to use an extra energy in the deck, but this does run 8 energies already, so you might as well just put it in there just for good luck, and just to get that extra little piece of damage onto your board.
Alright, so this is take 2 at game 2. We had game 2 pretty much all filmed until the last couple turns, and then my phone died and I didn't notice. So what happened in that game, you'll see some footage now. I had the Cinderace out as active, got the Precious Trolley turn 1, had a really good setup, hit 600 damage at least once, and then the phone died, so it didn't capture that game at all. So we're redoing game 2 now, and then we'll be doing game 3 after this game to see who wins the best of 3. And now let's get things set up. You can cutter tab this.
And you as well. Alright, and we will flip the coin.
Okay.
Heads or tails?
Tails. And it's tails, so I'll choose to go second, hoping to grab Cinderace. If I grab Cinderace, that would definitely make up for the game where I got Cinderace. Okay. Okay, so this is an instance where I'd have to put this down as an active. I can't intentionally mulligan here because I have another basic.
Alright, and I did get a basic, however, this hand isn't the best for my situation, so let's just see how it rolls.
Okay, this is a solid hand, because I have a second basic here. I can be a little more flexible when I do turn 1.
Alright, good luck.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, my turn
Cinderace.
first. Draw for turn. I think this is just a good play to place this down just because I don't want Cinderace to just immediately KO my Pokemon, so I think I'll just place that down. And then as for these, I think I'm just going to start getting rid of some cards. Got to Earthen Vessel away the Iono, and then I'll get my 2 energy cards. So what I'm looking for here is just a way to discard as much Psychic Energy as I can at the start of the game, so I'll just get 2. And then I will go back in. And right here, I'm just going to try and get rid of as much as I can. So I'm going to use Earthen Vessel again. Just get rid of this as well. But since I have this card in play, I'm just going to have to play around it. So more than likely, I'm just going to end up getting a Dark and a Psychic instead of 2 Psychics. Just because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get rid of that other Psychic quite yet. But I'm not also sure if I'm going to be able to get a Monk next turn. So we're just going to have to hope on that one. Alright. So pick that up, and then I'll just put an energy in here, and then I'll retreat into the Lily's Fairy, and I will pass to you.
Alright, draw 1. Okay, after you touch 1, Cinderace, and throw down the Rocket Petrol. I'm trying to fish out Trolley. That would be really poetic if I could get the exact same setup as last game. There it is. Exact same setup as the lost game 2. So we'll go ahead and use the Trolley, fill up my bench. Oh, also a fun fact about that game, excuse me, was that 2 of my Mega Abomasnows and a Kyogre were both prized. So I don't know if that's going to be the same case this game. Doesn't look like it, so this should be a lot easier time. Because last game I had to sort of play around that. And I'll have to widen out my board, so we'll just move up the prize cards a little bit. Get all these guys here. And old Turbo Flare for 50. And start setting up some Snovers to swing, hopefully, next turn.
Alright, and I will drop return. Alright, so that is a good card to see. However, I'm not sure if that is the best play right now. Due to this card being in my hands, I'm not sure if I want to get rid of it. And I don't really have that many energies that I want to get rid of as well. So I think I'm just going to play down Curlia. I'm just going to, you know, I guess I'll just play the Psychic on Lily's Fairy, and then I guess I will just Lily's Determination. Maybe the best bet, I'm not sure. Let's just see how it goes, because shuffling those guys back right into my deck will be a very good option here. We just got to see what I'm going to get off those 8. Alright, cut or tap that.
I'll tap that, sure.
Alright, let's draw those 8 cards. Alright. So we did get the Monk, and we did get a Nest Ball. So I'm going to play that. I think I'm just going to get another Ralt. That should be the play. Yes. Okay. So let's just see how the rest of the cards go. Alright. Alright, and we did get a couple more good cards. Just need to see how the rest of the game plays out so that we could use those. Alright, and we did get those, so we especially got this, so that's going to be a lot better for the rest of the game. I think the best play is just to pass for now.
Okay, so let's draw. Hoping to grab a supporter here, couldn't do it. But a flaw I've noticed with the deck that I'm playing versus Gardevoir is that I do kind of have to play aggressive in order to not get behind quickly on prizing. So for now, I'm just going to go straight up into Mega Abomasnow. No playing around here, and hope I don't destroy myself milling all these cards. So we'll retreat Cinderace, and let's rip the Hammerlance. I gotta get 2 energies to kill, and hopefully not destroy my resources. 1, 2, there's the 2 energy. 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Okay, didn't get rid of anything super valuable. Explorer's Guidance is not great, but there goes the Clefairy down. Take 2 prize cards, and looking pretty solid.
I think I'm going to play the Monkey Dory. Alright, let's see. So that is a pretty good supporter for what we have right now. I think I'm just going to rare candy into the Gardevoir for now.
Did I shuffle
And
the deck? I didn't mean to do that. Oops.
oh,
You can
yeah,
make
gotcha.
that. Yeah, I got that. I don't think I needed to shuffle there. No.
You definitely did
Oh, well.
not.
Oh well.
Alright, so right here, I'm just going to, I think, best play here. Earthen Vessel, get rid of the counter catcher. Since he does have his Mega Abomasnow up right now, I think that's just the one thing that I'm going to need to hit in currently. And then for that, I'm just going to get my 2 energies. I think at this moment, I'm just going to want to get those 2 Psychics just to get as much into the discard as possible. Just getting everything, ripping everything. And let's play the supporter now. Supporter, I got Arven. Gotta play the Arven. Alright, let's see if we have the good supporter in this, or the good item in this deck. There it is. Unfortunately, I don't have it right on me, so we're just using the sticker. Let's see. Do we have... Okay, we do. Alright, we will play Evo just for the discard. We don't really need it. We just need it to make sure that we don't have to discard anything very valuable with Secret Box. Okay, let's see. So we will rip Secret Box, getting rid of the 2 energy and the TM Evo. So, gonna draw our supporter for turn. This guy, where is he? I think for this we're going to want Iono, maybe? No. I think better play would probably be Boss's Orders, just in case he wants to retreat his Mega Abomasnow. Mystery Garden. And we'll get a TM Devo. And for the item, we will get a... Do we have any more? Okay, I believe our Earthen Vessel is prized. Unless I use both of them. I believe I use both of them. Alright, so for our Secret Box, we got these 4. And we get rid of 2 energy into Team Evo. Alright, so now we have 5 energy in the discard. Yes, 5 energy in the discard. It should be perfectly fine. Then we can use that to buff up our Monkey Dory. So the best bet here would be to Ultra Ball. Get away the Mystery Garden. We do have 2 of those in the deck, so that shouldn't be a problem. Bravery Charm as well. We should have 3 or 2 of those in the deck. I believe 3. so it should be fine. Then we can rip that to get another Guardy. Now, on second thought, that's probably not the best idea, but I think that's just what we have to do. Alright, and right now we're just going to put 2 on the Monkey Dory. That gets him up to 40 damage. And then we're going to do the 60 for confusion.
Okay, Mind Bend, get that guy confused. Okay. Start with the Arvin and see what I can grab out here. Let's go for that. Have to get the Rigid Band. That would be nice to grab. And if I may check my hand, okay, sure. We'll get an Ultra Ball, just thin out the deck a little bit. Thinking about sort of resource management. If I attack here and I do flip tails, will I die next turn? I don't believe so. I'm trying to think of the outcomes there. And that goes in discard. And just in case, I think I'll put the Rigid Band on to this guy just to help with that a little bit. Ultra Ball, get rid of the 2 water energies. Another Mega Abomasnow. And Cutter Tap that. We'll put a water energy on the active one, and we'll go ahead and flip it for the Frost Barrier. I believe that's my best attack here that I could use. And let's see if we get heads. Thank you. We get heads. 200 damage to kill the Monkey Dory. And during my next turn, I take 30 less from attacks.
Alright, so we're gonna have to pull up the Guardy. All we have, draw for turn. Alright, so we did get that. We're not gonna really need it right now, so I'll just rip a Lily's Determination, put all these back in my deck, draw 8. Gonna kinda have to get lucky here with a Bravery Charm and a Drifloon, but it should be accomplishable. Cutter Tap that?
We'll cut it.
Alrighty. Alright, let's see. So we did not get the Bravery Charm, however, we did get a Lively Stadium, so we're going to place that down. We are going to place the Monkey Dory down as well, and then we are going to rip the Ultra Ball, get rid of that, and get rid of well, we'll get rid of the Professor's Research. So put that energy down there. That means 6 energies down. So then we can now get our Drifloon, which now has 100 HP. So now we can do 240 damage. Cutter Tap that.
We'll tap it.
Alright, so unfortunately we do not have a Dark type energy in our discard, so we can't get it with Night Stretcher. But what we can do is we can put 40 damage on the Guardy, flip it out with Drifloon, and put 40, 60, 80 damage on the Drifloon to do 240 damage.
Alright, and let me get those counters. There's the 80, and I'm gonna need a lot of counters to get these 240 out. I'll need 4 of these 6.
So that does put him to...
Actually, Frostberry Rigid Band, I forgot about it. The combo of those takes off 60, so that would be 180 damage. 180 damage after the Frost Barrier plus the Rigid Band, reducing by 30 each. Okay. So what do I want to do here? I believe I know what I want to do. It's gonna hurt, but I think this is what I gotta do. Sleazy kind of a liability, but I think it's what's got to go down. Go ahead, Ultra Ball, get rid of Cinderace plus the water there. Go ahead and get the third Mega Abomasnow out of the deck. Go ahead, shuffle that. We'll go right back in there in a second. We'll put the fourth energy onto the Mega Abomasnow, manually retreat this guy, which is painful but not as bad with the Kyogres being able to shuffle those back and do damage for it. And I believe Cinderace is just my safest, best play here to get a kill. He's at 240. And we'll go for the Turbo Flare to kill the Drifloon and get my energies back onto the field. Put energies 1 here. Put 1 on the Kyogre. And I believe we'll just go and put another one on to... We'll put one on the other Abomasnow, sure. And you can cutter tap that. And pick the prize card for this.
Alright, and I'll draw for a turn. Get a Monkey Dory. Not really doing good this game. I think the best bet that I have is to probably just rip the Guardy or rip the Monkey. I'll get 40 on the Monkey. Alright, and then I will have to... Let's just see. How many energy does this guy have?
0.
Okay. I'm going to boss up this Mega Abomasnow EX. And then I will do the Mind Bend for 60, putting him on Confusion. That does only do 30 because of the Rigid Man, I guess.
Yep, now he's confused. Alright, my turn. Perfect, we got the Surfing Beach on the top deck. I have 3 of those in the deck. I was hoping to grab 1 off of this next card. But we'll start by... I believe the best order in doing this... Does it matter? I'm not sure if it matters. I think we'll just pull up the Mega Abomasnow now. I think that's alright. And we'll pull the Explorer's Guidance, top 6, discard, or put 2 in your hand, discard the rest. 3, 4, okay, that's pretty solid. We'll get the Surfing Beach for sure. And I think we'll take the, what do I want to grab here? I think we'll grab the Guidance, and then get rid of these 4. And if I Hammerlanche, my board feels pretty set up. I don't think I'd be losing much if I discard anything with Hammerlanche. This was in the discard, correct? The Explorer's Guidance? Yep, okay. And so I think I'm just going to rip the Hammerlanche. I need 1 energy to kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's the 1 energy. Discarded 4 trainer cards there, including a Surfing Beach. Not amazing. And now just 1 prize to go.
Draw for turn. Alright, I will get the Dark type on there. And honestly, I think the only thing that I can do is just attach for turn, or attach for Guardy, and then put 20 on there. I'm going to Monkey Dory, move 30 off of here, and then I'm going to put it on... So this guy has 270 on him?
Right now, yes.
Okay, I'll put 30 on hit, I guess.
On this one?
Yes.
Okay, now he's up to 300.
And then I'll just do Mind Bend for 60.
Alright. And we'll Surfing Beach up into the Kyogre here. And we'll go for the Riptide for game. Shuffling back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 energies for 260 damage to kill the Monkey Dory.
Alright, let's see what my prizes were.
That was really quite the repeat of game 2, wasn't it?
Yep.
The real game 2, the OG game 2.
Yeah, I definitely did a lot of misplays on that one. If I could change anything, I probably would have set up one Guardy instead of the other and just gone for a Drifloon to start the game off rather than the Guardies. And I could have even played Mega Gardevoir. I just didn't really think about it in the time. Just really wasn't in the cards for me.
Alright, that second game clocked in right about 20 minutes, the same as the first one. So with game 3 and the outro, this should give you guys a nice about hour-long video. And like the first game, if you guys stuck around for this second game and the third game, we appreciate it. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber milestone. No idea when that'll happen, but hopefully sometime soon. And, oh, there goes the trolley. Let's get these shuffled back up into the deck and get it going for game 3. Alright, coin flip. I'll go tails. I always like to call tails. And it was heads. Alright. So, your choice?
I will go second.
Okay, so We're going first. Grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what I get off the rip here. And that's a mulligan. No basics there, so extra card for you. And I get to get another hand.
Alright, and let's see my hands. Alright, so I did not mulligan. However, that is really, really bad. That is a really, really bad hand.
Better tap that.
Alright. Cut.
Let's try to get a basic this time around. Let's see what we grab.
Alright.
4 and 7.
Alright, this is my hand.
Okay, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Okay, we got 1 and 2.
Alright, let's just hope I don't misplay like I did last game.
Okay.
Alright, and I will draw my mulligan
Yep, and
and flip them. And here we go. Good luck.
Alright, draw off turn. We'll attach 1 to the Cinderace, and I believe just pass it over.
Alright, draw my turn. Alright, I will use Earthen Vessel, get rid of the energy. 1 and 2 energy. And I will go back in. I will Ultra Ball, get rid of these 2. For the Ralts. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else that we could do to get the best board state possible? Place that down. Since he does have 1 Snover, he did not get Precious Trolley yet. I am just hoping that he does not go all out this time. I think the best play here is to just attach here and then rip research. Yep. Alright. Here, I'm going to shuffle this up and then you can cut or tap that.
We'll just tap that.
Okay. Alright, let's rip these 3. It's 4. And it's 3. Alright, let's see. What did I get? Okay, pretty good, I would say. A lot better. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. I did not expect that. That is a pretty big beefy hand right there. Alright, I will... Oof. Okay, I will just attach Dark and Retreat, and I will retreat for Monk. And then I will just have to pass.
Alright, here we go. Okay, let's see what we got here. We'll definitely attach the Rigid Band to the Snover. Ultra Ball, it's a little bit of a tough choice here. We'll get rid of the Guidance and the Energy. I believe those are the 2 I can afford to lose. And we'll do a quick deck check while we're doing this. See what is going on in here. Okay. Ultra Ball. Who would I like to grab? I think I'll just grab the Abomasnow, and I will be going right back in the deck with the Rocket's Petrol, as I did see the Trolley was still in there, so I'll be going for that. And we'll play the Trolley, get Kyogre, Snover, and it does look like a Snover is prized, but that's fine. We have a lot of other Pokemon on the board, so this should end up okay. And we'll be going back in the deck with the Turbo Flare. Go Turbo Flare, 50 damage on the Monkey, and we'll put these energies 1, 2, and what are we looking at here? We'll put a second one onto the Snover back here. And now you can cut or tap.
Alright, and I will draw my card for turn. Alright, so that is a good card to get right there. I will Kirlia, and I will attach for turn right here. I will move the 30 with Monk over to... Let's attach it to this Snover. Alright, and then I will rip the Lily. Gonna shuffle these, and then I will grab 8. Very, very good. Those 3 dark in my hand was not very good. I had research. That was not gonna be good. I was gonna have to find my super rod, and I was just gonna have to rip a rod just to get the energies back. So I'm very glad that I did not get that. And I'm very glad that I got that Lose Determination. Alright, you can cutter tap on that.
Tap.
Alright. Now rip a Lily. Let's see. Lily is best card, so let's just see if I can get best hand. Alright, alright. Interesting, interesting. Okay. That is an interesting hand. I'm not gonna say that's bad, but I'm not gonna say that's good either, because that's a stretch. So this is the hand after I place those 2 Monkey Dory and the Ralts down. It's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. I don't think that's a good hand, but you know, you do what you gotta do, I guess. We did not get a rare candy, so we cannot get a Gardevoir up right now. So we're just gonna have to pass.
Thanks. All right, here we go. Okay, I think my best course of action. Let me think of the odds of this. I think I'm fine flushing this energy, so I'll go Mega Abomasnow. Goes back here. The odds of me drawing an energy are pretty high, but would I risk it? Is it worth it to risk it? Let's go risk it. Research, give me a fresh 7. 4. 5. Yeah, if I didn't draw an energy off that research, I wasn't cooked, but it definitely would have been a little bit stickier. So here's our 7, and we did fortunately get the energy for the Abomasnow. Now what we're gonna do, Ultra Ball, get rid of these 2 water energies to help feed the Kyogre a little bit later. We'll get Abomasnow 2, and I'm not going to play that down yet, he's just on my board right now. Cutter tap that. And already ripped the research. Now what we're going to do is retreat the Cinderace and go for the Frost Barrier for 200, and I take 30 less damage now. So with both modifiers, Rigid Band and Frost Barrier, take effectively 60 less damage.
Alright, and I will draw for turn. Alright, so that's a pretty good card to get here. I'm not sure how we're going to implement that considering all of the cards in our hand are very good. So I'm just going to have to sit here and think for a sec. Not sure. I know for a fact Gardevoir EX, that needs to be played. I know for a fact Screamtail with Bravery Charm needs to be played. So all that's left is these trainers. You don't really need this. Don't really need this card. He's always going to have Mega Abomasnow in the active. And if he's not, Kyogre, very good pick to have. I don't know, not really useful. And Research not really useful here because we need this Secret Box. So we're just going to get rid of all of them. Just going to use Secret Box here. Get rid of those. And then we're going to grab our supporters, items, and Pokemon. And let's see. Alright, we're going to grab that. And then, let's see. For our Pokemon tool, probably TM Evo. Not to use, just to get rid of.
Did you? Oh, the Bravery Charm is on that.
Yes.
On the Screamtail.
Alright, so we're getting those. And for our supporter, I believe the best course of action here would be... The only course of action here would be probably Arven. Actually, I think a better supporter here would be the only other supporter, Iono. And with that, let's see if we have any Earthen Vessels. We do have one Earthen Vessel, but is it the best option? Interesting. Okay, so I think the better play here would actually be, instead of Rare Candy, we would use Earthen Vessel, and we would use Arven. So then we use Arven to get Ultra Ball, which we should have an Ultra Ball left. Yep, and then we do have the TM Devo in here as well. So we can use the TM Devo later just for some little risky plays involving Monkey Dory and TM Devo. So we're going to use that. Alright, so we're going to do that. These are the cards that we got. We're going to play Arven, and then we're going to get these cards. So that goes into our hand, which this is our hand right now. And then we will play the Mystery Garden. And we will rip the Earthen Vessel, get rid of the TM Devo, or TM Evo. We will get the energy, the other energy, get those. And then for the other play, we will use the Ultra Ball. Alright, let's see. So I think the best course of action here would probably just be to rip Mystery Garden. It's probably the only play that we could do here. So we will actually just check our discard just to make sure. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle this so that I can draw. Alright, cut or tap that.
Tap.
Alright. And we will rip Mystery Garden. That will make 4 in our discard. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We currently have 3 in our hand, so that's 2 extra cards. Alright, so we didn't really get anything good, but we did get Ultra Ball fodder, so that's very good. Ultra Ball, get rid of definitely energy, so that leaves 5 energy in our discard. Now the question is, should we get rid of this one or this one? I think the best is probably Monkey Dory. This is because we can use the Mew EX to copy Frost Barrier, or we could use it to copy the Kyogre's attack. Definitely not the Riptide, however the other one is very useful as well, just to KO the Kyogre. So, since we use Ultra Ball, we're going to go get our Pokemon. I think the best Pokemon for this is probably Kirlia. So we can play Kirlia down, evolve the Ralts on the board. So the next turn, just in case our Gardevoir gets KO'd, we can use that. And then, rather than using Confusion, we can actually just hit with the Drifloon or the Screamtail right now. And you can cut or tap that.
Tap.
Okay. So best course of action here would probably just be attach to Monk and then retreat. Monk gets 20 on him, and then we're going to pull up the Drifloon. And then we will attach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 100 damage onto the Drifloon. And then we will put that on there. 60 and 40. Making 100. Alright, so then we will do the 300. Since he has a rigid band, and I believe you used Frost Barrier last turn, it only does 240. So we will do 240, making it do 270.
270 HP left? Okay.
Yep.
That was my turn. And let me think about this for a quick second. I can make a similar play that I did last game, and I think that might be my best choice, but I'm not sure if that is what I need to go for here. I think what I probably should do is evolve this one to Mega Abomasnow. I think I'll do it. I think I'll make the same play as last game. Is attach the 4th energy to the Abomasnow, manually retreat this guy out for Cinderace. Once again, try to keep those counters all on him. He's a bulky boy. We'll pull the Explorer's Guidance, top 6 for, put 2 into your hand, discard the others. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, we'll definitely grab the Beach, and we'll take the Research and get rid of these 4. And then we'll Turbo Flare for the 50 damage to kill the Drifloon and get some more energies out of the deck to feed the Kyogres. And we'll put the last energy onto the healthy Abomasnow, as I don't think the damage one is going to be much use left in this game. And you can counter tap that while I take the prize card.
Alright, and I will draw for turn. That's not a very good prize to get. I think I'm going to put the Mew down, and then I'm just going to Mew EX restart for 1. Alright, so we did get a very good card here. So we're going to get the Darkness Energy on the Monkey Dory. I think the best play here is just to take this 20 and put it straight onto this Abomasnow right here. And we will just overload the Screamtail right here. 1, 2. So currently it has 40 damage, which is 80 to the bench. which should be enough to kill this Mega Abomasnow. How much damage does it have left? Should have 270.
I believe so, yeah.
Could I check out this Rigid Band card?
It's in your active spot, I think is what it does.
So this stage 1 Pokemon this card's attached to takes 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. That doesn't actually say when it's in the active or not, so even though I use the Scream Tail right here, it still does 30 less. So that means that I have to do 111 damage, or 110 damage, which right now I'm only doing 80. So if I add one more, I should be doing 120 to KO. So I will do the Roaring Scream attack, which I have 60 on me. I will do Roaring Scream to KO the Mega Abomasnow.
Okay.
Taking my 3 prize cards. And that's pretty bad.
Draw for turn. We'll treat the Cinderace and bring back up the Mega Abomasnow. Let me think about this. Play for a second. Is this the best course of action that I have? I think for now, it might be. I think it might be. We'll attach one to the Abomasnow. We'll just kick out the Mystery Garden with a Surfing Beach, just to get that off the board. And I think we'll just got a Frost Barrier again. Kill the Scream Tail, take 30 less.
Alright, now we'll pull the Mew up and draw for turn. Okay, that is pretty bad. I will Ultra Ball, get rid of the Ralts and the Klefki. I'll also put the other Ralts down. Might as well have it down just in case I can get a Rare Candy Guardy when I need it. And then I'm pretty sure the best play here is just to get Mega Gardevoir out, since I do have that Curly on the bench. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I do enough to KO instantly. However, I should do enough damage to where I would be in the green zone. However, if I don't, then I can just use Monkey Dory and not place down the Mega Gardevoir, which shouldn't lose me the game immediately. So I could just do that. So for now, this thing doesn't have a Rigid Band on it, so right now it has 330 HP. So with the energy that I have right now, I have 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, I believe.
With what?
250 damage if I use Mega Gardevoir.
Yes, yeah.
And it looks like I do not have any Psychic Energy left in the other discard, just in case. So, unfortunately, the only attack that I can do right now is the Mew EX attack. Because, you know what? Is that the right play, though? Because right now, if I do 60 to it, what I could instead do is, since it has 80 damage on it, I could actually just KO it with the Mega Gardevoir. However, that might not be the best play. So I think the best play here is to attach that, put 60, and then I'm going to move 60 onto, or I'm going to move 30 onto the Mega Abomasnow. So now Mew EX has 30 HP left. And then I'm going to use the Genome Hacking to use Frost Barrier, dealing 200 damage, and now Mew EX technically has a max HP of 210 HP, making you have to draw 3 Water Energy on your Hammer Avalanche.
Yeah, and the minus 30 from the Frost Berries previous turn does 170 damage, and with the 30 damage left on the Mew from the 210 HP that you had,
yes.
Now it would only take 2 energies off Hammerlanche, but I'll pass it back to me. That's not
Right.
what
I forgot about that.
Let me think of what I want to do here. I think I gotta go for these. I think I gotta go for the safest play. I think I know what this game's gonna come down to. I think the safest play is just to rip the Explorer's Guidance top 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Get the Ultra Ball and
I'm gonna check your discard real
look
quick.
at the Arvin, and then get rid of these 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
And that goes in
10.
the trash. Ultra Ball, get rid of energy plus energy.
And currently, right now, he does do 200 damage with a Kyogre.
Yep, let's check.
Over 200 damage.
Yeah, Ultra Ball, get rid of those. I don't think I have any Pokemon. Oh, I do. Cool. Okay, so these warts left in my deck. Very thin, very thin. Let's grab that guy out. Surfing Beach to flip these 2 back around. And I think we gotta go. I gotta go Riptide. Riptide to kill the Mew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's some more in here. 11, 12, 13, 14 for 250 damage after all the modifiers are said and done. And that's my discard. I don't know why I'm shuffling that. And these get shuffled back into the deck.
I think the best course of action is just pull up the Gardevoir EX just so I can get some damage on the board with Monkey Dory. Gonna grab that.
And you can cover tap this and also
Alrighty.
prize cards.
And I think the only way that I can win this is if I can get a boss's orders, which doesn't seem very likely right now.
Yeah, boss orders or counter catchers what's needed, and I believe used the boss, or got rid of the boss.
I did use the boss and the counter catcher, so I don't think this game is very easy.
Down goes the boss, and this counter catcher is also in the discard.
So I think the only course of action here is to attach here, Guardy, put the 20 on there, and then just rip the Devo. That is the only play that I can do. Now I'll do Mega Guardy just in case, and then I will also attach an energy from my hand, and I will Lily's Determination just to get some cards. That's 3, 3. Only 6 cards now, so I will grab those. So I did get all of that, and I can just Rare Candy Guardy, and it should be it. I can do Mystery Garden, so I'm going to kick out your Surfing Beach for Mystery Garden, and that should be it. So I will TM Devo. That kills the Mega Abomasnow. Unfortunately, I can't get 3 prizes off of it, but I did kill that, and it does not kill the Cinderace because technically the way that TM Devo works, unless there is a card under it that can devolve into it, it just doesn't work.
Okay.
So I'll grab my 1 prize for that.
Alright, now back over to me. Okay, what's going on much in this hand? I don't know if I want to... I think that's what I gotta do. I think my only choice at winning this... that's not a terrible idea either. Let me think about this closely. We'll play down the Snover. Check how many of these guys are in my trash pile. 1 Mega, 2 Mega. Ooh, that's so tough though. There's no way to get the Kyogre out of the active spot. I'll go ahead and bump the Mystery Garden. I actually don't think Snover's gonna end up doing anything in this game. I'm not sure how I could possibly win this. That's toughy. I think what's gonna happen is I have to research and get rid of this, so that means no more Abomasnow, which definitely sucks. I think that might be it. I think I lose this game, but we'll see what happens. Be 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, so currently he only does 60 damage with Kyogre.
Does it matter if I keep that? I think we'll just pass it over and no attack.
Okay. Then I will draw for turn. I did get a Night Stretcher. Not sure how valuable that is. Let's check. Alright, so what I can do here is I can just Night Stretcher for Scream Tail. I think that's probably the best play. I can retreat for 2. Pull up this guy, and then I'm going to Monkey Dory, move the 20. I would say the best bet here, move the 20 onto this Cinderace. And then this is my hand. Not looking very good. Whew. Okay, let's see. I think the best play, he has 90 on him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the best play? I don't know. I think not. I think the best play, because he does have, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
It's just 3.
3. Okay. He does have, so he has 60. The only thing I can really do is just attach 1. So instead of doing that, I'm actually just going to hold it, and then I'm gonna attach for turn, and then I just do slap for 30.
Okay. And that's gonna seal the game.
as if Guardy was in the active, I'm gonna tell you, if Guardy was in the active, you would have won. But
Yeah.
now what I'm gonna be able to do is research, get rid of 6 energy,
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Good game.
and then Riptide for
Yep.
120 or
Damn
take
it.
the last prize.
Yeah,
If Guardy
I
was
was
in the
thinking
active-
about it.
If you love Guardy in the active, that was a win. But I'll take it.
Damn it.
And ladies and gentlemen, after that best of 3, technically 4, your champion of the week, Mega Abomasnow EX, takes down Mega Gardevoir to win the first top deck throwdown. And overall, I think this deck is pretty fun. I don't think this will ever be top meta. It's too luck dependent, really. And there's so many ways you can get sort of blocked out of the game playing this. But it does provide fun games and big KOs. And if you want to buy this deck for yourself, it is for sale on eBay at our eBay Comic Cards TX. That will be linked below. And with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.